Omuteesiteesi omukulu owa minisitule y'ebyensimbi Ramathan Ggoobi asinzidde mu kakiiko ka palamenti akalondoola ensaasaanya ensimbi z'omuwi w'omusolo gy'abadde alabiseeko okunnyonnyola ku byazuulibwa mu alipoota eyassa ababalirizi b'ebitabo bya gavumenti n'alaga ng'ebyenfuna bwe bitambula obulungi newankubadde ng'eggwanga lyakava mu kalulu.
That our economy of Uganda is performing very well despite all of the issues which are happening, the shocks within the country, outside the country. I think it's one of the few moments in the history of Uganda that we've had a stable economy during a political season.
Ono ababaka bamusabye annyonnyole engeri gavumenti gy'etegese okusasulamu abagibanja ng'era Ggoobi ategeezezza nti gavumenti bano bonna egenda kubasasula.
The DPS, you are seriously killing the private sector.
Madam,
how many years actually calculate for us with this trend on these that you have? Calculate the trend on how long are you going to take us to pay these domestic arrears if we paid 200 for a year? Just estimate, because
now we have money. Money is not a problem. Can you confirm to this committee that teachers are going to get money? Science arts teachers, primary teachers.
The portfolio we have, our plan is to clear it in the medium term. Medium term is a very clear terminology in the PFMA. The 200 is the money we had in the base, and we are having that one. That's why I communicated it. If we manage to get new resources, it's an area of priority. When we fail, definitely we shall pay 200. We can't pay money we don't have.
Only to update you that your stock of arrears to date is 9.6 trillion.
Madam,
so your commitment to pay 200, we told you to compute how long it's going to take you to pay Ugandans their money. How many years? Don't tell us about the medium term.
Kyokka ababaka balaze obutali bumativu nga bagamba nti enkola ya gavumenti eno ey'okusasula yakasoobo nnyo.
Actualize the 200 billion in the mid-term and juxtapose it with the outstanding balances on arrears.
Be growing, the domestic arrears will be growing, it will not be static. But the current one, at the rate at which we have programmed to pay, we shall cover it in 48 years.
Domestic arrears figures are increasing. We need to understand whether there are sanctions for the accounting officers who have had their domestic arrears increase.
Ebbanja lya Uganda kitegerekese nga lituuse ku busse 115 okusinziira ku mbalirire n'atera okuggwako okuva ku busse 69 nga bwe gwali mu mwaka ogwa 2021.
Developing Uganda, they are actually in recurrent budget. All of the monies, the transfers which we make in government to entities to invest in wealth creation, in capital development, they are passing through recurrent. The human capital aspect, which is so key as a development aspect, is overly recurrent. The money for NMS to ensure that Ugandans are safe, the money for these capitation grants so that children can learn and so on, they are all recurrent. The PDM money itself is recurrent. The road money which I have talked about, like once you increase the money to maintain roads, they are all recurrent.
Ababaka era batadde ku nninga Ggoobi okunnyonnyola engeri gavumenti gy'esonyiwamu abantu abamu omusolo.
Consumers pay as tax and they come running to you for a waiver. I don't know whether you know this, because there is nobody who will pay tax if he has not made any profit. There is nobody who will pay VAT. To come out clearly on a system that favors no one, a system that you could communicate yourself here to say, when we are giving waivers, this is the criteria.
The industrial policy ones, those of course apply to particular industries at a particular time, so that we can drive this economy. Industrial policy is about government intervention in some selected areas of interest. And there are a number of beneficiaries, not, we will keep on bringing them to Parliament for approval wherever government is paying for them. For industrial policy.
Amyuka ssentebe w'akakiiko ka Public Accounts Committee Goreti Namugga bw'ati asabye Ggoobi okuleeta olukalala olw'abo be baakasonyiwa omusolo so ng'era ababaka basabye ono annyonnyole ensonga eviirako bizinesi wano mu ggwanga okugwa enkya n'eggulo ng'ate ye agamba nti ebyenfuna biri bulungi.
Mr. PS, sir, we are also not advising that you open it up for everybody. We are telling you it's in our interest to pay taxes because that is the only way you can fund the national budget.
Very good.
We are only interested in you being fair and equitable in the way you do. Some of these, some of these exemptions are as simple as that. And so we requested for that list, at least to get a few examples of those who have benefited from your good service.
Sebugenyi Joseph yakusakidde eggulire lino ku KTV amalindilire.